Alright, what is up guys? This is my third video of backtesting and, sorry, not backtesting, live trading, right? So today we're trading Asia session, right, same thing as always, starting at 6 o'clock, so it's going to happen in about, 15 minutes or so, right? And we're primarily going to be trading NQ, sometimes ES, sometimes gold, right? Just depends on the day, depends on the situation. But we are going to see like what happened, and yeah, we'll see, right? So first thing we do is go to the main charting layout. Okay, then first thing is monthly time frame, right? Bullish, bullish. Alright, yeah, I don't think we're reaching here anytime soon, so probably just bullish until we tap this. So this is our DOL, right? John liquidity right here. Let's go 7 hour. Yeah, same thing, pretty bullish. Right, same thing, bullish. 2 hour bullish. And we have this gap sort of thing going on, right? So we're gonna have to mitigate this. I think they call it vacuum block. Yes, we have to mitigate the vacuum block. Right, you usually don't see these type of things, but why does it just go from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.? Shouldn't it be like 5 p.m.? Alright, I don't know. But yeah, so this is the vacuum block, right? And we need this to get mitigated. So I'd say after the mitigation of the vacuum block, it doesn't have to fill it all the way, it could just be a little bit. Then I'll want to see price going higher towards this daily fair value gap. Right, pretty simple. Yeah, I mean, this is a very simple day today because we're just looking for price to come back here. So I'm just going to set an alert and we're just going to wait for it to come back, right? We're not going to do anything until we see that. Because if we take an early long entry right here, like let's say, okay, this is a 5 minute, we just take that long and go up higher, it may just end up reversing down to this vacuum block and then doing that, right? So we don't want that to happen. And then how do the other sessions look? Okay, PM was pretty choppy, AM was pretty choppy, lunch was pretty choppy. Okay, so everything was pretty choppy, which is good. And pre-market ripped up like crazy, which is unusual. But okay, right? So I don't know. Asia is kind of like a 50-50. Could be really good, could be really bad. But I have a feeling that it's going to be really good because all these previous sessions were kind of not that good, right? Obviously, we did rip up pre-market, so that could, could potentially do something. But, right, so really either way, we're still waiting for this, right? But yeah, 1 minute, right? So yeah, this is pretty simple. We just have to wait for this. That's really all I have to say here. So we're not going to do anything until price mitigates that. But that's in terms of longs, right? In terms of shorts, could we take a short? Let's see. Okay, we have London highs. So I would say we could look for a good rebalance short after we take out London highs. Right, so I'm just going to set an alert right here. So either we take out this or we take out this, right? But when we do take out one of these, I'll be looking for a trade. Okay, we actually hit a 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, I didn't notice that until right now. This is so small. Alright, that should... Alright, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to... This is much more exact. Right, so this is a 4 hour. If we end up getting a good inversion off of here, or some sort of entry trigger, I'll take it. I mean, we've been chopping around for a while, so it doesn't look like we're going to get anything soon. And then on top of that, we have London highs, right? Okay, sure, we tapped into this thing, but we have London highs above. Like, we're overall bullish. Like, we're overall higher time frame bullish, so this might just get like a... Yeah, I feel like this is probably going to hold. I mean, it's probably going to close through, and then we're going to get like a retrace, and then we're going to take out London highs, and then maybe like another retrace, and then take out the fair value gap. Or just completely just, you know, at session open, just rip through everything and tap this. That could potentially happen as well. Right, I'm just going to set a bunch of alerts. I don't know what's going to happen, but like if something happens, then we'll see what we can do. Alright, I have like multiple alerts set here. Wait, why did I set this one? Oh yeah, this is London high alert, this is the daily fair value gap. This one's the vacuum block, and this one's a 4 hour fair value gap here. Okay, nice. I'm not really anticipating anything to happen right now, like with this 4 hour, because we're already like through it, right? We didn't have an initial reaction. Like, it could be like a massive wick and then we end up going down. So that could be the case, but probably not going to happen, considering we also have like London highs up here, and then we have these like really good highs, right? So it's probably going to be like a small tiny retrace, and then up here. So we're playing a lot of things, right? We could just go straight up after here, like right down there, to mitigate all of this. Doesn't have to necessarily mitigate the whole thing, but just tap into it, and then take some sort of long position here, targeting London, targeting daily fair value gap. That's my number one big play. Right, that's the number one play. Now, if that doesn't happen, I mean, you know, that's going to take a while to happen. Another play is we just end up respecting the 4 hour somehow, and we get like a good inversion, good close, and then we can target the vacuum block right here. That's another play. I feel like this is not going to happen. I feel like the vacuum, like going from here to here, is not going to happen, but it could. Another idea is we take out London highs, and then we get an entry model here, and then we fill the vacuum block, and then we go back up here. This is more unlikely, but could happen, right? So a lot of different things. That's why I'm just setting these alerts, right? But for the first model, I mean, for the first scenario, we're just trying to take something like this back down here, right? That's the first thing that could potentially happen right here on the 1 minute, right? Like, we're on the 4 hours, so we can't see the whole picture, but on the 1 minute we might get some good structure. On the 5 minute we might get some good structure / inverses. Like, yeah, if we're closing through this structure right here, I will be happy to take a inverse. What is this? Okay. Yeah, so like if we're closing through the structure right here, I'll like even right here would be pretty good too. Okay, actually, yeah, if we inverse this, I will take it. Right. How do I? Okay. Right, tons and tons of alerts, but that's because I don't want to monitor it, right? I just want to set it, and then when I hear the ding, I get on the, you know, I start like focusing up, because I don't want to like use my brain energy to do this stuff, right? I want to set it up, right? Set it up good first, and then just let it do whatever, because most of the times I'm not even like more often than not, I'm just sitting here and just not trading, right? So most of the time I'm not really doing anything. So yeah, if this ends up inversing, would I take this? That's the question. Well, we have a rejection block, right? And we would be respecting the rejection block, and then we'd be displacing to the downside. But with the London highs being here, like really, really close, I don't know if that's going to happen, right? So this is not exactly the best trade. It could happen, but yeah, I don't know. It's like pretty fishy. Alright, 1 minute structure. Okay, lots of low resistance liquidity. So if we actually do end up inversing the 5 minute, that'd be pretty nice. So we can take that. Yeah, NQ, I think we pretty much set up all of the important stuff. So now we just have to wait for it to happen, right? So now we can go to GC. and we can kind of see what's going on. Alright, so now I can actually hear it. Okay, gold. Alright, same thing, I just go on the monthly. Alright, notice how we just have a couple more minutes till market open, but I'm pretty set with NQ, right? Because I just have those alerts. I'm not really looking to take anything immediately, right? Because I'm playing a long-term game here, right? Like the best way to do these challenges, to win these challenges, and actually like destroy the prop firms is to play the game very slow and with a lot of strategy, right? Without strategy, you can't win the game. So yeah, gold right here. We have a weekly fair value gap. Nice. So do I want to see retracement into this? Since it's the first one, maybe. But let me just look at the range from here. 0.5, we're a little bit above here, so I'd say probably going to take this out first before we... we're probably never going to tap into this. It's really far away. So definitely looking to take longs. Okay, this is a nice long here. Alright, I'm kind of interested in gold right now. Alright, so in 5 hours we're going to close to that. Okay. Okay, 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, this is going to be a great target right here. 2 hour. Okay, we SMT. Okay, so we're definitely like ripping up higher. So definitely looking for continuations. Okay, in 1 minute this thing is going to form a new fair value gap. So that's something to look out for. Okay, there's another one right here. Alright, we know that there's a gap here, so we don't need to see that, but right here, fresh gap right here with the volume imbalance. Right, so this is a fresh gap. So yeah, fresh 30 minute. And for the 50 minutes, okay, yeah, there's tons of 50 minutes, but I'd like to see this get tagged in. And right here on the 5 minute. Okay, we're making equal highs. Okay, so we're making equal highs, so I'd definitely like to see this getting swept out and then potential shorts down here before continuing up higher, right? Because you're bullish overall. But I want to see this get swept right here. I mean, I know silver has like the SMT or whatever, but like, bro, I don't trust silver, right? I mean, yeah, silver. Okay, I actually did SMT, but it's like not the same candle, is it? Yeah, it's like completely different. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, I'm not really gonna do anything with silver. Silver looks really weird, so no silver today. Yeah, so no silver today. I want to see this get swept, right? Yeah, I just want to see these get swept. So I'm just gonna set an alert here. Right there, boom, sweep, and then inverse down here, targeting the 30 minute. So yeah, and then yeah, we have this 4 hour. So the reason I'm looking for shorts right here is because after like a massive expansion, we're always gonna get a massive retracement, right? So it's gonna be like at least 50% retracement. I mean, not all the time, but like if we can get a decent retracement from this, right? Retracement isn't the best condition to trade in, right? Continuation is usually the best, but if we get like a nice retracement, that would be a pretty nice setup, right? Even though I like continuations more, because most of the time we're late for continuations. Okay, so market opened hear any alerts. Yeah, this is like a pretty interesting, like I'm liking, I kind of like both NQ and GC right now. Okay, AM had pretty good expansion. Okay, everything had good expansion. Okay, so Asia might just be chop, right? In gold, GC, AM just might be chop. Right, I don't see anything crazy right now, so yeah, I'm anticipating just like massive chop, but it could change anytime from now, right? So we don't know, but yeah, it's pretty choppy. But if we tag this and end up having like a good inverse, good displacement, I would be willing to take some sort of entry there. And then on NQ, what are we doing? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna look at NQ right now. Alright, so GC hit a level. Okay, GC just hit this. Okay. So do we have any inverse plays that we could take here? Not really. Yeah, so I'd probably just wait for this to get hit on GC, and then after that I'd like probably be interested in taking some sort of trade here, but not until this happens, right? Because we want this to get mitigated, basically. Then for the 1 hour, okay, yeah, we have a 1 hour as well. That's even better, right? So yeah, we got this 1 hour going on. Okay, it might not get tagged. Are there any 50 minutes? Okay, we do have some 50 minutes. So yeah, like this is pretty good for shorts if it does happen. Because we have all of these, you know, good 15 minutes, fresh 15 minutes unmitigated, right? So if we get some sort of displacement here, I would be looking to take a trade. We'll see. This is a rejection block of the mitigation block. So this is pretty important right here. If we get like some sort of good, like decent entry here, I'll take it. But might not happen. Okay, we're getting pretty good displacement, but I still want to wait for this. I don't want to like be too fast, right? I want to take my time with this. Really like think it through. So I'm kind of thinking about this, but we'll see, right? Because we don't really have any good entry models. Like we don't have an inversion, so we have to take something else. So we'll just wait for it to create like another gap, and then we'll just take like a ICT 2022 model for that. For this right here, yeah, I think I was looking for shorts, right? Yeah, I'm looking for shorts on both NQ and this thing, but yeah, I was looking for this because if this gets inverted, then I'll be looking to take a good trade, right? Okay, this should just be a fake out. Okay, on gold. Okay, yeah, we hit this. Okay, I'm definitely gonna take shorts on gold for sure. All right, nothing happened on NQ, so we're gonna short on gold here. These are pretty massive candles here. I could just do that, but if I wanted a better entry, I could go right here. Right, and this is probably gonna happen. So we'll try this. And yeah, we'll just try limiting right here. 9 units, bro. let's wait for the candle close, and we'll adjust the stop, but we'll wait for the candle close first. There we go. All right. So where are we targeting here? Okay, I'm probably gonna go break even right here because this is the first 30-minute gap. Well, main target is gonna be right here. This is the second 30-minute gap. So I'll probably do like something where like this is gonna be my main target. And then wait, are we even getting the fill? Yeah, I'm probably gonna go break even right here. Risk off. Alright, so we're not in the trade just yet because we're still waiting for the limit order to get filled. But once it does, we should be in the trade. I think if we move this right here, we're gonna have to take this down a little. So the reason I did this is because we have two gaps now. Yo, are we gonna get the fill? So yeah, I'm probably gonna go break even right here, just because that is that first. Yeah, this is the second one. All right, so we got filled in the thing, and we're just gonna wait for it to continue. $1.62 trade. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the CE of this gap right here. So this is the CE. So I'll probably take a little off right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna move this here for now because I'm gonna look at NQ for a second. Okay, NQ is doing pretty good too, but I want to see this gap get inverted here. Is that an inverse? Okay, hold up. NQ is looking really nice too. Hey, what did we manipulate here? Forgot what we took. Like, what is this? Okay, this is just a 4-hour gap. Okay, so we're just kind of seeing if it would hold or not, right? I think it's gonna probably reverse from here, from the 4-hour gap, but it could go up to London as well. Like, that's what my issue is, right? Don't know where it's gonna go to. But I was looking for this anyways. Like, the first 5-minute inverse is good, but it's a little stronger. If this closes, I might take a entry off here. Wait, I don't know. Should I take another entry? Wait, what is going on to this right here? All right, this is working out. I think we'll just hold up. Let's like modify this really quick. Wait, should we go break even? I mean, this could be like a little. There could be a little resistance here, but I want to see a flush through, right? So yeah, let's just go break even here. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a CE trade here, and then I'm gonna focus on NQ because, like, okay, this is completely break even, right? All right, so whatever happens to this, I don't really care. We have like 9 contracts. That's crazy. Okay, probably like a little more, so it just covers all that like stuff. But I want to take something on NQ now. because I'm really liking how this looks like on the 5 minute. I like this inverse, right? I'm anticipating price to like go back here and fill that, so I'm just waiting for that, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. Like, should we take a, I was looking for this market structure shift, but this inverse alone is honestly pretty good, so probably just take like a limit sell right here. See, I'm probably gonna take a limit sell. Let's check on GC really quick. Alright, GC's up, but okay, looks like it's reversing, but I want it to go through. Alright, you know, if it's a reversal, it's fine. We'll at least get break even. That's okay. But let's just focus on NQ for now. So I was looking for this market structure shift and then take a trade. But I think right now, if we do get enough of a pump to the upside, I might just take a limit sell right here. But you know, I don't know if it's gonna happen, because you know, price is just pumping like crazy. But I don't want to take an entry right here, right? So I really shouldn't come up above there, and then just the full range. If we take something like this, yeah, I'm just gonna take a limit right here. That should work. But I'm just gonna take it after it closes, after this closes. I don't really care where it closes. I don't care about where it closes, but as long as it closes, I'll take it. So yeah, that's gonna happen in a minute. And then this right here, this is still cooking. Might get break even because, you know, obviously we're in a gap, so if it doesn't go to the CE, then it's fine. We'll just get a break even trade. Looks like we're gonna get break even here. Alright, let's not worry about GC. Just focus on NQ. 44 seconds. Okay, honestly, yeah, this is kind of bad. I'm just gonna take this, right? If this happens, then it happens. So we're getting the market structure shift. Or another thing I could do is take like a retap of this and then just stop over here, because price is just expanding like crazy. Alright, I'm just gonna take this. Alright, if it doesn't happen, then it's fine. We'll see here, limit sell. There we go. Alright, I don't know if we're gonna tap it, but I'm hoping it happens. Alright, GC's going good. Right, let's just try to get this 50% though, because I want price to go all the way down to the second 30-minute gap. So we're in 2 trades right now. One of them is risk off, so technically we can just ignore this. And we got the take profit on that trade. We could have left some, but you know, it's fine. And we're gonna see if this ends up filling us. Probably not. Yeah, we're probably not gonna get filled here. Yeah, I should have taken that 5-minute, like that would have worked out pretty well. But I was looking for that market structure shift. Alright, I'm hoping that this one just goes down lower, like even though we're not in the trade, if it just ends up going down lower. But if we're able to close to the CE on this candle, like for GC right here, if we're able to close to the CE, and then we end up rallying back a little bit, I'll take another entry right here, right? Because that basically validates that the narrative, like we're still going down, right? If we close through the CE, but then we just kind of mitigate this again, like that's another thing that could happen. So if this does happen, I'll actually put a alert right here. That happens because, you know, like the market's pretty hot on GC right now. We could have held for longer, but I didn't know if it was going to hold, right? Because I think yesterday on NQ it like ended up reversing after it touched the gap, so just being a little extra cautious. But yeah, and then for this, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get the fill. All right, I'm just gonna pause this and come back to it when something actually happens.